Foot number 4D on the Bernina 790 sewing machine is a zipper foot. And since it is a D foot, you will notice that it has the opening for the Bernina dual feed to come down along the back side and make it really nice and smooth stitching no matter what fabric you're trying to put a zipper in. Now, you'll notice when you put it on, you will need to move your needle to the right or left depending on what side of the foot you will be stitching on in relationship to the zipper teeth. I'll show you that. But another way that you can go ahead and know that you're set up correctly is to use what is called the Creative Consultant. That's the little dress form function off to the right side here. Let's just pretend that we are doing some lightweight woven fabric and we're putting a zipper in. It's going to pick stitch number 1, that's a straight stitch, and it is going to recommend foot D, but watch what it's going to do. It's automatically going to move that needle to the far right needle position. It's made the stitch length just a little bit longer, and the tension right up here in the top left corner has actually changed just a bit, just because it knows it's going to be stitching through some zipper tape and usually some extra layers. So let's go ahead and put this on and see if this stitch is appropriate for the fabric we chose. So we're going to just switch off our current foot, add our zipper foot on. We see the needle is off to the right side. Pull the Bernina dual feed down and into position. Now, usually when you stitch, by the way, I am a fan of super long zippers, and anytime I'm working with them, usually the pattern has me start with the fabric right side down. Now, let's take a look. Right now, that particular stitch and the needle is not on the side I want it to be on. No problem. The machine didn't know that I would be working on this direction first, so I'm going to use and move the needle position to the far left. So I'm going to show you 2 ways you can actually do this. Do you know you can actually touch the eye for information and mirror image this stitch? Did you see it go all the way over to the other side? That's the quick way, but you would normally touch the needle position button until it came all the way over to the other side. Now you know why those quick shortcuts are so wonderful. And if you want to learn more of those, the Bernina Stitching Cosmos online course that we do offer, yes, we don't include zippers in it, but there's a lot of techniques, shortcuts along with those techniques, and accessory feet that we highlight and use over a whole series of blocks that you'll be working with me on. And that is a wonderful course if you want to go beyond the basics with these particular techniques that we're showing here. So back to our zipper, I see that I'm on the side I would prefer to be on. We're going to take a few stitches, and I'm going to keep that presser foot running nice and close up to those teeth. So I'm just go ahead and stitch that down. And again, I said I liked super long zippers. I'm never one to buy a zipper the right length. Otherwise, then you're always like trying to go up against those ends or the zipper pull. Here, they're completely out of the way. Traditionally, usually there's some top stitching that would go next, and I'm usually placing my fabric approximately with my zipper on the inside. My project, my bag, my purse that I'm making is over here. But again, my needle's not on the right side, but because we know that quick little flip option, let's just mirror image that stitch. I'm going to just slide my thread out of my way, and usually too, I would press this down and in place for the perfect top stitching. But let's just go ahead and follow along and stitch that. Now, if you didn't want to actually flip that stitch, we could have stitched from the opposite direction where the zipper white part would be on the outside and the fabric would be on the inside. Sometimes this fabric is much bigger, so that's not usually the ideal case here. So usually you just follow along with your pattern. They will have you sew the other side in place or where the lining is. That's usually nice. Zippers are not hard. These days, designers do write very good directions on how to get a zipper into the project you're making. So don't be afraid of your foot number 4. It is a great zipper foot, especially with that Bernina dual feed feature added for perfect stitching every time.